Well, hello again for a vinyl update. Um, yeah, usually do two in a row, and that's what I'm doing. Uh, just to, I don't know, I like things in twos. It's like if I go to a store, might have said this already, but if I go to a store, I feel like I have to buy two of something. Like if I go to a record store, well, record store doesn't count because I always buy more than two, but say if I go to the mall and I go to FYE, if I find a CD that I want, I will scour the store until I find either another CD, or even a DVD or something. Just for some reason, I have actually bought one, but I can count on one hand how many times I've done that, and it's been less than five. So anyway, vinyl update. First thing I got here is the best of Allan Sherman. And I've never seen this anywhere else. I have a lot of Allan Sherman records. I don't know how many he did actually altogether, but I'd never seen this one, so it's on Rhino Records, so I guess it was a reissue at one point not too long ago. 1979 is the date here. I didn't realize that Rhino had been putting out records that long ago, but what do I know? Allan Sherman. Set that right there. And then this one is not really pronounceable. I'm assuming it's probably, it's from Austria, 1978. I don't know what that says, but I'm sure the music is really good. Kay Gundolf is the artist, I get. Excuse me, is the artist, I'm assuming. And it has a cool record label. WEA. That's a hard language to learn, I bet. From Austria. And that was in the, bought that at a thrift store. Actually, both of those were at thrift stores. Actually, I think all of these might have been. The very best of Spike Jones. Yeah. I have some Spike Jones on vinyl and CD, but I've never seen this one on vinyl before. It was at Secondhand Tunes originally for $2.99, and then ended up at a Goodwill. This came out in, I don't know, it's compilation, so I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sleepy, can you tell? And then Marty Gold and his orchestra with Skin Tight. This is sort of looks like the Les Baxter album. I think it's just called Skins. Living Stereo. A lot of these, it's like with any type of music or a specific trend, people jump on the bandwagon. I'm not saying that this artist did that. I'm not saying who was first and who wasn't, but it's just people do that in any kind of music, whatever sells or whatever's popular. And then this has this, I don't know if this folds out or not. It feels like a tape. It's an insert there, Skin Tight. This, I guess that's for the orchestra. It has like the microphones and it's like the violinist and the saxophonist and the percussion. Has a little, that's sort of actually cool. It's a nice little chart. And then there's the other side. This goes into the songs. So I think some of these came from same person's collection because they sort of have the same type of, I mean, you can sort of tell when someone dumps off their collection because it has a lot of the, even if it's not the same artist, it's similar records. Like this one, Tamboo by Les Baxter. I want to say I have this already, but it might not be this one I'm thinking of. It might be the Ritual del Savaggio something rather. I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm not going to leave it there for 99 cents. It doesn't matter if I have it or not. This is on Capitol. And I mean, it's one of those awesome albums, cover-wise and music-wise, you gotta have. Mike Alexander and the Pot Stealers, Virgin Islands Beach Party, some steel drums. I always pick up steel drum albums. I really like that music a lot. We go to a street fair a couple times a year in Yellow Springs, which is here in Ohio, the home of Antioch College and awesome label too. Home of Antioch College and Steve Chappelle. Is that his name? Dave Chappelle. And there's a guy that is almost always there playing steel drums out on the sidewalk. This is a kid's record. I want to say I showed this already, but maybe I didn't. French and English translations included. It just looked really bizarre. Came out in '77 on Swallow Records. The picture on the back is just like, I don't even know what's going on there. I guess that must be a representation of all the songs. And there's some kids down in the front. I'm assuming they're on here singing or attempting to sing. And some of the album titles, or some of the albums that's on here, is like, I'd like to find some of those. Some of those ridiculous album covers, you know, I'm all about that stuff. Yeah, that one there, that one, that one. Yeah, I'd like to have all of those. You know, let's just face it, I want every record in the world. Then this has there's side one, the translation from French to whatever I said. It says Acadian and Creole songs for children. This is an album for children. It is also an album for people learning French. So, I guess they told you, didn't they? Or I guess they told me. They told somebody. And the next one here, I picked up at a record store I went to recently. I actually put back one record or two records to get this one just because of the bizarre factor, you know, and I'm all about unusual music and album covers. This is John Grant Gray Tickles Black Pressure. Now that's a great cover. Stare at it. Look at it. Absorb it. Nice wallpaper. And there's the back. Equally cool. I don't know what's going on there, but it's also a gatefold. And it's a double album. Here's one of the albums. There's the lyrics. And it's also white vinyl. And yeah, I picked this up just on a whim. You know, I do that from time to time. I don't do it a lot when it comes to, other than thrift stores, I don't do that a lot. But in this case, I'm glad I did. This record is really good. There's the other one. And there's the lyrics. It's also on white vinyl. And then it also comes with a poster. Get this back in there. I don't know if I can. Well, it's not a poster, it's a book. Like a, you know, an insert book. I don't know what you call it. Okay. There's one page. And there's another. But yeah, I listened to this, and there's like all kinds of music on here. I mean, it's one artist from what I can tell, but it's at times it sounds very vintage and retro, and other times it sounds very modern and like dance music. Which, you know, if one artist can put out, you know, one album that is that varied, you know, I'd like to pick up some more of this guy's stuff if he has any more. This was a used record, but yeah, it's some of the song titles: Snug Slacks, Voodoo Doll, Black Blizzard, No More Tangles. It's very good. It came out in 2015, so not very old at all. Very glad to pick that up. It was very enjoyable. Next record I got here is our record, Tom Hunter and Friends. This came from a thrift store. And on the back he's playing what appears to be I don't know if that's a didgeridoo or if that's a sitar. It's hard to see the bottom there. I think that's a sitar. I'm assuming it's a kid's record. There's the lyrics on both sides. And there's the label. Long Sleeve Records. And, you know, I pick up kids' records a lot. Let's see, some of the song titles. Seeing with My Ears. My Turtle Fred. I Can Whistle. Song About Feet. When I'm Sad I Cry. Pockets. Come Into My House. So, and then the last one I got in this video is Jerry Goodman and Juan Hammer. The album is called, let's see, Like Children. So that, I don't know if that's the Juan Hammer, that's my cat's tail. I don't know if that's Juan Hammer that did the Miami Vice soundtrack. I mean, I've looked at these pictures here, and I don't really know if that's him or not. I guess it could be, but I'm not real sure. Maybe this guy here. It probably is him. This came out in '74. Cole, what are you doing? He's got his head underneath the table. He likes small spaces, I should say. Full Moon Boogie, country and Eastern music. Yeah. So, there you have it. Another small stack of vinyl as the cat moves the chair. Cole, really? See if I can get this back in. Or maybe I'll do that afterwards. He's moving the chair. Stop moving the chair. Alright, well, before I kill the cat, you know, curiosity did kill the cat, or in this case, I will. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next video coming up real soon. You all vinyl people.